improve the well-being of elderly. Let's welcome Santosh sir. Sir, namaste. Start the session.
Thank you, sir, for a long and complicated introduction of mine. Simply, I am Santosh Kumar Sahu. You can say yoga instructor or you can say yoga teacher. This is my introduction. First of all, my voice is audible to all.
Yes, sir.
First of all, I wish Happy International Day of Older Person 2024. This year is the theme is aging with dignity, the importance of strengthening care and support system for older persons worldwide. In the same way, our topic also role of yoga and ayurveda in aging care, or you can say geriatric care. Shall I share the screen of my PPT?
Yes, sir, you can share. Are you able to share?
Yes, ma'am, I'm trying.
Yes, sir.
So, first we will see what aging actually. If you will see aging, it is divided into two parts. One is chronological aging, and another part is physiological, or we can say biological aging. Chronological aging is it the age of the person, year of the person, how many days, how many months we can count in this way, and that we cannot stop, that we cannot change, that we cannot reverse back. That's why it is called unstoppable, unchangeable, and irreversible. Another part that is called physiological or biological aging. This is changes actually in subtle level of our body, that is in the cellular level and some molecular parameters. There is a certain of processes that deterioration of our health ultimately to death as a function of chronological age. But it can be delayed, it can be reversed somehow up to some extent according to our modern medical science. But we cannot stop it permanently. Somehow or of some extent of time, we can reverse it or we can delay the aging process by our modern treatments. So, related to aging, another three factors are important. One is lifespan, morbidity, and health span. Though these three words, three terms are looking similar, but there is little bit difference. Lifespan means the total lifespan we are living alive. That is the lifespan. And here the total lifespan is divided into two parts. One is some extent of our life we spend with morbidity. That means we suffer with different diseases according to our age and or some other factors. And health span means when we minus the morbidity part of our life from the total lifespan, the rest of is known as health span. Means health span is equal to the lifespan divided of the amount of time and each individual spend in ill health. This is the period in an individual which is the person is generally healthy and free from serious or chronic illness. That is called health span. In the perspective of modern medical science, some important factors are responsible for our aging. For example, these are the factors that is very much responsible for our aging as per the modern science. In the perspective of modern science, like genomic instability means instability of genes, telomere attrition means telomere means if the telomere length will be reduced in our cell, then that is the cause of aging. And loss of proteostasis means protein proportion of cell if you will reduce, that also the cause of aging. Then deregulated nutrient sensing, nutrition, if nutrition deficiency will be there or irregularity of nutritions, that also be cause of aging. Mitochondrial dysfunction, epigenetic alteration, cellular synthesis, stem cell exhaustion, as well as the intra and intracellular uh, altered intra and intracellular communication. The communication between inside the cell as well as outside the cell. That also important for aging process. This is the perspective in the perspective of modern medical science. But our topic is not that. Our topic is according to Ayurveda or yoga, what is that aging process? This aging process is known as jara, the Sanskrit word jara, or we can say bardhakya. And this is just like our the natural phenomena like hunger, thirst, and sleep. Aging is not a disease; it is the natural condition of our body, like hunger, thirst, and sleep. That's why there is a theory of Maharishi Charaka, Swabhava Paramavada. That's theory. That is natural destruction. Means that theory says if something is manifested that could not be stopped in a particular state of that manifestation, that will definitely decay. In Sankhya Yoga also says that if something is manifested means that we cannot stop on that particular state, that will a process that will decay, day will come that will decay. And there are various type of jara, that is called nityaga jara, dhari jara, jivitam jara, and anubandha jara. Nityaga, these four jaras are a continuous process that is continuously going on inside us. The nityaga jara means it signify continuation of consciousness that continuously continuing inside us. That is nityaga jara. Dhari jara means some factors that prevent the body from jara, means our lifestyle, our diet, our sleeping pattern. These are, if you will regulate it properly according to our ancient lifestyle or ancient medical science, then we can somehow we can prevent the old age or we can prevent the aging process. That is called dhari jara. And jivitam jara, which represent the act of keep alive, means uh, that encourage us to keep to live our life properly. Then another jara is known as anubandha jara. Anubandha jara means transmigration of the body. The important part of Ayurveda, the important factor of Ayurveda, these are the important factor that affect our aging process, that affect our jara, we can say. One is Kala Parinama. Kala Parinama means the time and transformation. Prakriti means the biological constitution, anatomical, physiological, or we that also psychological also. Then doshas are also important factor for aging. That is biological energy system. Three doshas are there. We will see in the latter slide. Then subtle dosas are there. Ahara, diet also play the vital role in aging process. Achara means our routine life. Then Jatharagni, that is digestive fire. If we will not regulate these things properly in our life, then that definitely that will harm for our aging process, and that is not good for us. First, we will understand what is Kala Parinama and how this is affect our aging process. In Kala Parinama, that refer the physical and mental transformation that occur as a function of time and as we age. Means when our age factor is changed, accordingly our physical condition, mental condition, and psychological condition also be changed. That's why being out of harmony with the rhythm and cycle of nature can trigger unhealthy transformation and disharmonious changes, making the body vulnerable to disease and rapid aging. If we adjust all the age categories and we make it simple and easy life, then we can challenge all the vulnerable stages or aging process. Somehow we can challenge it and we can manage it. According to Ayurveda, there are various stages of life, like Bala Avastha, then Vivardhamana Avastha, Yuvana Avastha, Sampurnata Avastha, Parihani Avastha, and the last type, that is Jirna or Vridha Avastha. Childhood stage is up to 16 year, and adolescence is 16 to 20 year, youth is 20 to 30 years, mature individual 30 to 40 years, and aged individual 40 to 60 years. Then after 60, that is called Jinna Avastha or Vridha Avastha. We cannot compare with one age group with the another age group, because as per the age group there will certain changes at our physical level, mental level, and psychological level. We have to accept it, but we have to manage all the levels properly. Then next is prakriti. Prakriti means the biological constitution, anatomical, physiological, psychological constitution of our body. All the individuals are not same as per their prakriti. Prakriti refers to the biological constitution of the individual, and that differ individual to individual. The prakriti, which is unique to each individual, reflect the baseline characteristic of the individual, including metabolism, mental makeup, immunity, inherent strength, and weakness of proclivities. It means we cannot compare ourselves with the other individuals, because my immunity and someone else's immunity might not be same. My mental makeup with another person will not might not be same. My inherent strength and my inherent weakness might not be same with other individuals. That we have to understand. According to Prakriti, we behave likewise and our life will be transformed likewise. That we have to understand and that we have to adopt in our life. If we will compare in everything with others, then that might be bring us mental stress or tension. Then another thing is dosas. There are three dosas, and the Ayurveda science depend upon the balance of three dosas: Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. These dosas are the biological energy systems, and that is very much responsible for the longevity of the cellular level. The role of Vata, that is related to pranic life or energy life, that govern all life functions and biological activity and is the energy of the movement inside the body. Then Pitta is responsible for digestion and metabolism, and Kapha is responsible for control of anabolism and is the energy of building and lubrication that provide the body with physical form, that structure, and the smooth functioning of all parts. This is the role of Kapha. If the Vata Pitta Kapha will disturb, then there will be the cause of disease. That's why whenever the Ayurveda experts, physicians, they treat someone or some individual, first they focus on the Vata, Pitta and Kapha. First they evaluate whether the person is coming under Vata Prakriti, Pitta Prakriti or Kapha Prakriti. Then they will evaluate then which one is disturbed with that individual. Then they will prescribe the medicine or lifestyle or anything according to their science. So that's why these three are very important in Ayurveda. Then next, there are subtle dosas also available in Ayurveda. These three dosas, subtle dosas are very important. One is prana, tejasa, and ojas. Subtle dosas are subtle counterpart of dosas, and this is play the vital role in the aging process. The subtle counterpart of the biological Vata, Pitta, and Kapha are Prana, Oja, and Teja. What is the role of Prana? Prana control the breath, sensory perceptions, and thought process, and thus is responsible for mind and body coordination. According to yoga, there are 10 pranas, five five pranas, principal pranas, and five upapranas. Five prana govern the different area of the body, like prana, samana, udana, vyana, and five upaprana that also responsible for the sensory and the sensory perception and thought process. That is discussed in Shiva Samhita and various Hatha yogic texts. Tejas represents the digestion and transformation of sensory impressions, intelligence, thought, perception, and awareness that results in a suitable action. And Ojas also the robustness, strength, and vitality of our body that responsible for the autoimmune system and mental resistance against stress. The immunity that depend upon our the ojas, the subtle dosa ojas. Likewise, another aspect that is ahara also play the vital role in aging process. If we will not consume the food in a proper way, then that might be harm for our aging process. That might be create different type of physical conditions, mental conditions, or psychological conditions. A poor or defective diet, that disharmonious lifestyle trigger the disturbance of any or all three dosas. If you will not take the diet properly according to the rule, then that will disbalance the dosas. Previously we discussed vata pitta kapha, and that leading to pathological changes and reduction of lifespan. Poor dietary practice include, among others, improper timing of food intake, eating meals late at night, incorrect choice of food, consuming stale food, processed food, and highly refined food, cool food, eating in a noisy environment, eating in a stress mental state. These are nowadays, these are the natural habit of all the individuals. That's why the lifestyle disorders are uh, very seriously attacking the peoples because of such type of lifestyle. So another thing is achara. Achara is the routine life. Routine life means we have to do our work, the work we have to do in proper time. Thus diet, taking of diet or other routine in our day to day activities, we have to segregate it and we have to do it properly. If we are not doing it, then that will disturb our circadian rhythm, and if circadian rhythm will be disturbed, that also disturb the physiological machinery. Ayurveda provides several guidelines. If you will see, Ayurveda emphasize on dinacharya, that means what we have to do in a day, and ratricharya means what we have to do in the night, and ritucharya what we have to do in different seasons of the year. And biological clock or circadian rhythm anticipate various activities throughout the day, from waking up to sleeping and eating. In addition, these clock regulate hormone level, body temperature, and metabolism. If someone taking breakfast irregularly, then at the breakfast time, he or she will not feel hunger. If you will maintain proper time of breakfast, lunch, and dinner, then after some days, if you will practice regularly for few days, then your circadian clock will be adjusted, and accordingly you feel hunger at the time of your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if that will be regulated properly, then our hormone level, body temperature, and metabolism also regulate properly. Then another thing is Jatharagni, the digestive fire. If digestive fire is not in a balanced condition, that also the harmful, that also give the harmful effect to our health. If Jatharagni is very weak, the digestion of the food is compromised, that resulting malabsorption or accumulation of toxins. If Jatharagni is too strong, that also not good for us, because that burn out the associated tissues, resulting in tissue generation, means that degenerate the tissues of our body if the Jatharagni is too strong. So the state of Jatharagni should be in a balanced state, and that influence our aging process. Now we will see the yogic concept of health and disease. According to yoga, our body, mind, and the psychic, all the things, they are made with the 5 layer of consciousness. That is Anandamaya Kosa. Began, if you will go from the lower level, that is Annamaya Kosa, Pranamaya Kosa, Monomaya Kosa, Vijnanamaya Kosa, and Anandamaya Kosa. If you will, in the reverse order, if you will go from higher to lower, that is Anandamaya, Vijnanamaya, and Monomaya, Pranamaya, and Annamaya. Annamaya kosha composed with our physical body. That means 7 dhatus according to Ayurveda. And pranamaya kosha, that I told just before, 5 minutes before, that 5 principal pranas and 5 minor pranas. Monomaya kosha is composed with our mind, thought, and emotions. And Vijnanamaya Kosa is composed with intellect, wisdom, and balance of mind likewise. And Anandamaya Kosa means that is the state Satchidananda, that is the state of bliss, harmony, and that we can say that is expanded consciousness. And how these 5 kosas play the vital role for disease and health. If you will see the next slide, disease occur in our body in 4 stages as per the yogic philosophy. The stage are, what are the stages? The psychic phase, that is called Adhi, that is discussed in Vasishtha, Yoga Vasishtha. Then next phase is psychosomatic phase, next phase is somatic phase, and finally the organic phase, that we can say that is Vyadhi. If we will understand it properly, then we can feel the role of yoga in our health and disease. What happened in the psychic phase? If our emotions in psychic phase means that is in the level of Monomoya Kosa. If Monomoya Kosa is disturbed, Monomoya Kosa disturbed means the disturbance of our mind, thought, and emotions. If the mind, thought, and emotions will disturb, then that overactive our central nervous system. That will create imbalance between the parasympathetic nervous system as well as the sympathetic nervous system. If the nervous system, parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system will be disturbed, then that lead to anxiety, that lead to disturbed sleep, and that lead to disturb the harmony state of our mind. Then the next phase, this is psychological, psychic phase, or we can say that happened in our monomaya kosa. Then the next phase is psychosomatic. Psychosomatic means, psychic means mind and somato means body. First mind was disturbed, then from mind it will transfer to the body. That's why this phase is known as psychosomatic phase. Here what happened? Disturbance occur in pranamaya kosa. When monomaya kosa disturbed, then that disturb to our pranamaya kosa. What are the constituents of pranamaya kosa? The pranas, 5 principal pranas and 5 uh, upapranas. Then what type of changes we have to notice? We have to notice that hypertension, tremor in the body, palpitation, increase our heart rate, then the respiration will be disturbed. Such type of disturbance we will notice in psychosomatic phase. Then that will convert to the somatic phase. Somatic phase means that will completely convert to the body. Then what happen in somatic phase? Definitely, when pranamaya kosa will be disturbed, that will disturb to our annamaya kosa. Annamaya kosa means that disturb our body, that disturb our sapta dhatus. What happened in this stage? In this stage, increase the functioning of all the organs which affect a particular system of the body. Means here the sympathetic nervous system will be active many times, and that will secrete different kind of unnecessary hormones, and that will affect our system, that will affect our body affected by increase or decrease function of the target organ. If a targeted organ will active and deactive many times, then in the next stage, organic phase, gradually that disturbance settle down in the target organ with full-fledged changes, and all the symptoms are manifested on physical body in the form of disease. Suppose the disturbance of mind that affect our hormonal system, then hormone related problems will be occur. Some of the many all some not some of the diseases, all the lifestyle disorders that process in these stages. That's why uh, the non-communicable diseases that managed by yogic therapy in a proper way. If you will follow the lifestyle, you will practice asana regularly, pranayama regularly, if you will follow the yamas and niyamas, then definitely research say that the non-communicable diseases are managed properly through yogic therapy and ayurvedic therapies. So now we will see that how yoga and Ayurveda can help us in this process. Means uh, that will simple our life, that will simple our aging process. Here, some research say that some impact of the yogic practices in our life, that is reactive oxygen species will be reduced. That is reactive. What is reactive oxygen species? The reactive oxygen species actually harm the DNA of our body. If you will be it will be increased, then that is harmful for the DNA. And oxidative stress, that is harmful. If it will increase, that will harm to our cell, that will cause of damage to our cell. Then inflammatory marker, if you will it will high, then the inflammation inside the body will be continuously, that will be continue, so that we will feel pain in different part of our body. We will feel different multiple joint pain, muscle pain. Likewise, if inflammation will be high. And yoga practices that reduce the inflammatory marker. Then telomere length and mitochondrial copy number, these are responsible for aging process. If the length will be reduced, then age will be reduced. If the telomere length will be high, then our aging process will be comfortable. Mitochondrial copy number also will be helpful for our aging process. Then what we have to do, what Ayurveda and yoga suggest us. Ayurveda and yoga emphasize on the lifestyle modification. What is that lifestyle modification? If you will see Bhagavad Gita, there is a beautiful verse in chapter number 6, verse number 17, that suggests us that Juktahara Viharasya Jukta Chestasya Karmasu Jukta Swapnabavadhasya Yoga Bhavati Dukha. It means whatever activities we are doing in our day-to-day life, that is divided into four parts. What are that? Jukta Ahara, Jukta Vihara, Jukta Chestasya Karmasu, And then next is Jukta Swapnavabodhasya. Jukta Ahara means moderate diet. Jukta means moderate. Ahara means diet. Moderate, the moderation of diet. And Vihara means recreation, the relaxation. Jukta Chestasya Karmasu. Chestasya Karmasu means here the balance in work. Whatever work we are doing in our day to day life, we have to make it balance. Suppose we don't have time, sometime we do our work with physical exhaustion beyond the time we do our work up to late night. That is not a good habit. We have to make it uh, in a balance manner. And another thing Bhagavad Gita suggests, that is Swapna Avabodhasya, means Jukta Swapna Avabodhasya. Sleep, we have to make a balance between sleep and wakefulness. Then first thing is very important in yoga as well as in Ayurveda. The first is ahara. Ahara play vital role in our life. Here Bhagavad Gita or yoga or Ayurveda that suggests two kind of ahara. One is the sattvic ahara. Sattvic ahara is discussed in chapter number 17 of Bhagavad Gita. There are three type of food: sattvic food, rajasic food, and tamasic food. Why these foods are categorized in three? Because the nature of mind also three: sattvic mind, rajasic mind, and tamasic mind. When sattvic nature influence our mind, then our mind at that time our mind get concentrated, and any work we can do very easily. When rajasic nature influence our mind, then our mind get fickle. When tamasic nature influence our mind, then we get restless, or we get very dull, we get depressed. That's why the foods affect our mind. इसलिए हिंदी में कहा गया है कि जैसा अन्न ऐसा मन. That's why the foods are categorized in three type according to their nature. The sattvic food impact on the mind in a sattvic way. Similarly, rajasic food impact our mind in a rajasic way, and tamasic food also impact our in tamasic way. Then, which foods are come under the sattvic food? The fresh vegetables, whole grains, milk, nut, fruit juice, herbal item, dairy products, seeds, means which are easily digestible and that are naturally tasty. Such kind of food we have to take. Such foods are come under sattvic food. And what will be the effect of that sattvic food? That we will get cheerfulness, our willpower will be there, peace will be there. We will be optimistic, positivity will be there, good immunity will be there, clarity of thought will be there, and bliss will be there. If you will take the rajasic foods, nowadays maximum foods we are taking rajasic and tamasic. The spicy food, meat, fish, excessive salty, sweet food, oil food, and high calorie food, coffee, stimulant food. This kind of food are rajasic food, and rajasic food effect accordingly that restlessness, anxiety, anger, irritability, impulsiveness. Tamasic food also have the tamasic impact on our mind, that fragmented food, bakery food, sauce, pastry, preserved food, alcohol, pickle, jam, ice cream. These are tamasic kind of food, and that impact negatively, that encourage pessimistic, depressed, and poor immunity, that give a low confidence. So accordingly, we have to take the foods. Another term is mitahara. Mitahara means the kind of food, the amount of food, and the way of taking the food. The three things are important in Mitahara. That Hatha Pratipika and Gheranda Samhita both are suggest Susnigdha Madhura Hara Chaturthansa Vivarjita Bhujyate Shiva Samprite Mitahara Chautyate. It means the food should be Susnigdha and Madhura. Susnigdha means which is easily digestible or agreeable. Madhura ahara means not the sweet foods, that is naturally tasty without adding the masalas or spicy or the oil or unnatural taste. We don't means we do not add unnatural tasty things in the diet. That is called madhura ahara. Then what amount of food we have to take? Chaturthansa vivarjita means one fourth of our stomach should be empty, and rest of the part, half of the stomach will be filled with food, and one fourth of stomach will be with water. That is the amount of food we have to take. Then the last part is important. How should we have to take? Bhujyate Shiva Sampriti. It means before taking food, we have to pray the Almighty, because that will give a positive impact to our mind, and we should have thankful to God that we are getting timely food, because many peoples in the universe, they are not getting food in proper time. They are not getting food in a day also. They are staying hungry for many days also. Many peoples are there. That's why you have to thankful to Almighty that we are getting food in proper time. Then another, according to Ayurveda, that is proper sleep. Proper sleep, Bhagavad Gita also suggesting that you have to take proper sleep, and sleep play the vital role uh, in aging process, because poor sleep quality not only disturb the circadian rhythm but also trigger metabolic diseases including diabetes, obesity, and cardiovascular diseases. And the genes are also affected by insufficient sleep. That's why sufficient sleep means 6 to 8 hours as per the individual. Some individuals need 6 hours sleep, 6 hours is sufficient for them, and some individuals need 8 hours sleep. That depend upon individual to individual. Then next is regular routine. Regular routine means in proper wake, in proper time we have to awake, sleep, and we have to take our oral care, care of eye, nose, ear. This is called dinacharya in Ayurveda. And likewise, the cleansing procedures, bowel habits, yoga practice, breathing practice, massage, we have to segregate the time for each practices. Then next is panchakarma. Panchakarma also is the process of detoxification that helps to purify our body, rejuvenate our body. And there are 5 karmas in panchakarma. Their massage is there, olation is there, fermentation therapy is there, and panchakarma therapy ensure rapid blood circulation, continuous cerebral blood flow, and efflux of toxin matter through the increased lymphatic drainage. Panchakarma only can be suggested by the expert of panchakarma, which karma need for the individual. Then next is abhyanga. Abhyanga means the oil massage, the regular oil massage. That abhyanga also play the vital role in aging process, that also recommended in central nervous system condition, including the brain related injury or dementia or mental stress, because these are the old age problems. Abhyanga helps in this way. Then next is mindfulness practice. In mindfulness practice, that we have to daily practice of yoga, meditation, pranayam, and any other mindful practices called kirtanas, japas, that recitation of mantras. Many things are there. Whatever suitable for the individual, they can adapt it. Then next is Sadvrita. Sadvrita is very important to change our behaviors. Behaviors, because our behaviors affect the mental process. If our behavior are not good, then that badly affect our mental processes, that badly affect our emotions and thoughts. That's why Sadvrita, Ayurveda suggests Sadvrita, that is called moral reasoning, code of ethics, or good conduct, and is required to guide daily living and maintain a balanced state of mental and physical life. It includes guiding principle of proper conduct that help to reflect on the importance of an individual's life extending beyond the single individual. In yoga, two things are very important in Sadvrita, that is yama and niyama. Yamas are five, niyamas are five, that ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, parigraha, and niyama, that is saucha, santosha, tapa, swadhaya, ishwar, pranidhana. In this way, we can follow Sadvrita. And these are the techniques, these are the tools of yoga and Ayurveda that definitely make our life simple and easy. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Santosh sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your valuable knowledge and expertise with us today. Your insight on the importance of yoga and Ayurveda in geriatric care have truly enlightened us. We are grateful for your time and contribution. Let's all express our appreciation with a round of applause. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Now,
sir.
get
Thank you,
ready.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank
It has really elevated us.
Shanti Paths,
Sir,
get ready for the Shanti
Sir,
Paths.
I would request Santosh sir to please unmute.
Unmute and just
Yes,
And
yes,
Meenakshi
madam.
ma'am has some questions to ask.
yes.
Yes,
Santosh sir.
yes, madam.
Meenakshi Das ma'am has some question to ask.
Yes. Sir, can you just remove this file, the shared file, so it will be easy for everyone? Thank you, sir.
Madam, you are in mute.
Meenakshi ma'am, you're in mute. Meenakshi ma'am, please unmute yourself.
Will I ask?
Okay, sir.
मीनाक्षी मैम अनम्यूट अनम्यूट कर पा लेना
No, she's not able to unmute. Okay. Anybody else and wants to ask anything? They can. कोई भी किसी को कुछ पूछना है तो पूछ सकते हैं. Sir is here.
Sir, will I ask one question?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for the thanks. So I have a question. That is, you said that sleep is very vital. Sir, if we get up, we sleep, actually we sleep in the time that is 9:30 like. But in the mid of that sleeping, when we wake up and again sleep doesn't come, what to do? How can we manage it?
I do not get it. Again, can you repeat?
So sleep is one of the very vital thing which you said, which is
Yes,
very
ma'am.
important. Yes.
Yes.
And otherwise everything goes wrong. Mind, body, everything goes wrong. And to wake up early is also very important.
Yes, ma'am.
So, but when we go to sleep, yes, it's all right. But when we wake up in the mid of the night and sleep doesn't come, what to do then?
Actually, sleep doesn't come means
Hmm.
there many thoughts are going on in your mind.
Okay.
That's why sleep is not coming.
Achha.
At that time, you can just follow a simple technique whenever not
So,
getting sleep properly. Just
okay.
downward counting. You just count your breath downward. You just
Down.
start from 100 or 50, and you have to take a sankalp that if you have any mistake in between that,
Okay.
then again start from the beginning,
Beginning.
so
Achha.
that thoughts will be reduced and the sleep will
Concentration of mind will go for that
yeah,
counting,
yeah,
and
yes.
then everything will be all right. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So you have to count from 100, 99,
Yeah,
98.
yeah. You
Backward counting.
actually we have to not control the breath. Breath should be normal
Hmm.
as it is. You will just focus on the counting process. Suppose breath is moving in and moving out. You started from 100. Breath in means you count 100. Breath out, count 100.
99.
Next time 99, then 99. Likewise, you have to come up to 0. If
Okay.
any mistake in between that, again you have to return back to 100. If you will do mistake again and again, then your mind will feel guilty that I am doing mistakes,
Okay.
and
Okay.
mind will be alert more than before.
Okay.
Then you try to reach up to 0, and between that I think the sleep will come.
A very nice elegia for mind and body and sleep. Thank you, sir.
We people do have. And with me, it's the same thing that I'm not getting a good sleep. And I have tried these things also, that is counting down and all this. Still, what I feel meditation is barely necessary, which we people at this age, some of us, especially I feel, am unable to, I am not doing actually, not unable, I am not doing. Am I right? I have to do meditation.
Actually, meditation, the word is listen to very easy, but practice
Hmm.
is very difficult,
Exactly.
because if we unable to sit for 1 minute or 2 minutes constantly, then how can
Hmm.
we do meditation?
Meditation.
So
Yeah.
whatever we are seeing or listening from here and there or social media, meditation is
Hmm.
not easy task to do.
Exactly.
So before
All.
that, we can do many big means preliminary practices we can do. You just
Hmm.
do yoga nidra. That is very
Hmm.
that will give maximum relaxation to your body, mind, and psychic. Or
Hmm.
you can do just lie down on your back and just do abdominal breathing, thoracic breathing. That will more relaxation
Hmm.
to you,
Hmm.
and gradually the practice will be developed, and one
Hmm.
day you cannot one day you come and sit in meditation, that will not happen.
Hmm.
Meditation is
Hmm.
a continuous process.
Hmm. Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Sir.
Am I audible? Am I audible to you, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, what are the parameters for testing level of positive hormones in the body? I heard like that in blood we can test serotonin, testosterone, like that. Is it like that something to be tested?
Positive hormones means, sir, what kind of hormones you have to test?
No, means serotonin, like that, some parameter, serotonin, testosterone, like that. If it is higher, then means more level
Actually,
of.
for all hormones, there not a single parameter to test it. Suppose thyroid gland hormones, that you have to test thyroid test you have to do. So likewise, different hormone for different hormone, different tests are there.
Means, I mean, I heard about serotonin, like that. If you
Serotonin, actually, serotonin that means the mental function depend upon the serotonin. Uh, so actually, the psychiatrist can suggest that what type of test you have to do.
oh, oh, oh. Okay, thank you.
Santosh sir, is there anyone to ask question? I have a question. You said Panchakarma treatment. Where can we find a Panchakarma center in Bhubaneswar? Is there any particular center where we can go?
That was also my question, Kinney.
Yes,
I
thank you,
have
sir.
just learned that.
Bhubaneswar,
କହିପାରିବେ କି sir ମାନେ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱରରେ ମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ତ ପାନ୍ଥନିବାସ there was some years back ପାନ୍ଥନିବାସ ଗୋଟେ କରିଥିଲା କିନ୍ତୁ ଏଇ ବ୍ୟୁଟି ପାର୍ଲର ସେଣ୍ଟର ଗୁଡାକରେ ସେମାନେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ପଞ୍ଚକର୍ମ but we need an authentic Panchakarma center.
authentic I can suggest Puri Ayurveda College.
Okay.
Any Ayurveda college, you go there because
Okay.
experts are there, professors are there, and I could not suggest any private because I am doing a
Thank
job
you,
in
sir.
government sector,
Yes.
so that I could not suggest any private.
Thank you.
And Puri, we have Ayurveda center
Puri
in
is there,
Bhubaneswar also.
Balangir is there.
Balangir, okay.
And one more thing, Kinney and
Yes.
sir. ସେମିତି ଯେମିତି ଆମର ଯେମିତି ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ଇନଷ୍ଟିଚ୍ୟୁଟରେ ଜଏନ୍ କରିଛୁ ଧର ସିଲଭରେଜରେ ସୋ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଆମର ଯାହା କିଛି ଗୀତ ବୋଲିଲୁ କି ମ୍ୟୁଜିକ୍ କଲୁ କି ଯାହା କଲୁ ସେଟା ଗୋଟେ କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁଅସ୍ ଚାଲିଛି ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ଟାଇପ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଇନଷ୍ଟିଚ୍ୟୁସନ୍ ୱି ୱାଣ୍ଟ ଇନ୍ ମେ ବି ନଟ୍ କଟକ ଇନ୍ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ଯଦି କିଛି ଅଛି ଯୋଉଠିକି ଆମେ ଯାଇକିରି ସପ୍ତାହରେ ଥରେ କି ଦୁଇଥର ଏମିତି ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ଶିଖିପାରିବୁ କରିପାରିବୁ ଯୋଗ ପ୍ରାଣାୟାମ ଆସନ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଅଲ୍ ଦିସ୍ ଥିଙ୍ଗସ୍ ଏଟା ନିହାତି ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ଯଦି ଇନଷ୍ଟିଚ୍ୟୁସନ୍ ୱାଇଜ୍ ନ ହଉଛି ଆମର ରେଗୁଲାରିଟି ମେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ ହଉନି ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ସ ହ୍ୱାଇ
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ଆମେ ଠକୁଛୁ ନିଜକୁ ନିଜେ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ବୁଝି କଥା
ନା ଆପଣ ନିୟର ବାଇ କୋଉଠି ଯଦି ଯୋଗ ସେଣ୍ଟର ଅଛି ସେଇଠି ୱିକଲି ଥରେ ବି ଭିଜିଟ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ ଫିଜିକାଲ ଭିଜିଟ୍ ବହୁତ ଜରୁରୀ
ହଁ ଏକ୍ଜାକ୍ଟଲି ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ସ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ ଆଇ ୱାଜ୍ ଟ୍ରାଇଂ ଟୁ ସେ
physically very precious କି ଆମେ physically ବି କରିବା ଆପଣଙ୍କର ପୁରୀ ଆୟୁର୍ବେଦ ଯୋଉ କହିଲେ ସେଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ବି ସାର୍ କରିପାରିବା which is very necessary for ଆପଣ ଯେମିତି ପଞ୍ଚକର୍ମଟା କହିଲା massage therapy ଦରକାର ବଡି ପାଇଁ
actually Panchakarma is not meant that only the massage therapy. So many practices are there.
yes.
The Panchakarma,
Tirodhara.
sir, means 5 levels of some karmas that they do.
Actually, madam, that is 5 categories of karmas.
5 categories of karma also.
And each category, there are various subcategories are there.
So it is according to what your disease.
According to disease and individual.
So it will be a Ayurvedic doctor can only prescribe that.
Yes, madam. Only medical officer, the lower level is medical officer. Only medical officer or higher than that. They can suggest what kind of Panchakarma therapy you require.
Ayurvedic medical officer, right?
Yes, madam.
You can ask.
नहीं भुवनेश्वर जो बीजेपी नगर सामना जो कोर्ट साइड रे जो आयुर्वेदिक अच्छी कॉलेज ना हॉस्पिटल सेठी दउनांती पंचकर्म चिकित्सा सेठी
सेठी एडमिशन होउची जे किंतु सेठी सर स्टाफ बहुत कम अछंदी तेनु करी सब ट्रीटमेंट गुडा होउनी सेठी
So Puri Ayurvedic college ଟା ସବୁଠୁ ଭଲ ବୋଲି suggest
ଆଜ୍ଞା ହଁ
କରୁଛନ୍ତି।
ସେଇଠି ତାଙ୍କର ଯେହେତୁ
ଥରେ
ପିଲା
ସେଇଟା
ପାଠ ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି ପିଲା ତ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ସେଟା
ହଁ ହଁ
So
ଚାଲିଛି।
you're saying, sir, there is nothing that good enough nearby Bhubaneswar or Cuttack. That is what you're saying.
ହଁ
As per my information.
knowledge.
Sir,
So ତାହେଲେ ଆମେ କଣ ସାର୍
sir,
ଥରେ ଗଲେ ସେଠିକି କରିଦେଇ ଆସିପାରିବୁ? ଗୋଟେ ଥର ଯାଇ ପଞ୍ଚକର୍ମ ପାଇଁ କେତେ ଦିନ
Actually,
ସମୟ
that
ନବ?
depend upon the professor who will going to treat you.
Ma'am,
sir,
ଆପଣଙ୍କ disease କଣ and accordingly the doctor will prescribe you. So that is how you.
sir ଗୋଟେ
Yes, Vinita
ପଚାରିବାର
ma'am,
ଥିଲା।
କୁହନ୍ତୁ। ହଁ ହଁ କୁହନ୍ତୁ
ହଁ
Vinita.
ହଁ actually sir ଗୋଟେ ନେଚର ପିଲା ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି ସେମାନେ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ରେଗୁଲାର ଏସବୁ ସେଇଟା ବିଷୟରେ
ସେଇଟା
ଆପଣ
ମ୍ୟାଡାମ
ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି
ସେଇଟା
କି?
ପଞ୍ଚକର୍ମ ନୁହଁ, ସେଇଟା ନେଚୁରୋପାଥି।
ଓନ୍ଲି ନେଚର ପାଥି ସେମାନେ
ନେଚୁରୋପାଥି ଯେ
ମଝିରେ
ଡିପେଣ୍ଡ
ମଝିରେ ପଠାନ୍ତି ଯେ ପଞ୍ଚକର୍ମ ଉପରେ ବି ମଝିରେ ମଝିରେ କରନ୍ତି ବୋଲି ମଝିରେ ମଝିରେ ପଠାନ୍ତି actually ଗୋଟେ
ମ୍ୟାଡାମ
କେବଳ ଦେଖେ
ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ
ତାଙ୍କର
ପଞ୍ଚକର୍ମଟା
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ହଉଛି ଗୋଟେ ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ଟ୍ରିଟମେଣ୍ଟ। ନେଚୁରୋପାଥି
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଆଜିକାଲି ନେଚୁରୋପାଥିରେ କଣ ଶିରଧାରା ଫିରଧାରା ସବୁ କରିଦଉଛନ୍ତି, ସେ ଭାବୁଛନ୍ତି ଏଇଟା ଆମେ ପଞ୍ଚକର୍ମ କରୁଛୁ।
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ସେଇଟା ନୁହଁ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି।
okay
ପଞ୍ଚକର୍ମ ପାଇଁ ଜଣେ ମେଡିକାଲ ଅଫିସର କିମ୍ବା ତାଠାରୁ ହାୟର ଦାନ ଜଣେ ହେଇଥିବ, ଆୟୁର୍ବେଦ ଏକ୍ସପର୍ଟ ହେଇଥିବ, ସେ ହିଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ପ୍ରପର ଟ୍ରିଟମେଣ୍ଟ ସଜେଷ୍ଟ କରିପାରିବେ କଣ ଦିଆଯିବ କୋଉ କଣ୍ଡିସନରେ।
ଓହୋ
ସେମ୍ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମରେ ବି
ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ ସାର୍
ଅଲଗା ଅଲଗା ଥେରାପି ଦିଆଯିବ। ସେମ୍ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ଦୁଇ ଜଣଙ୍କର ହେଇଛି ତ ଅଲଗା ଲୋକକୁ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଅଲଗା ଅଲଗା ଟ୍ରିଟମେଣ୍ଟ ବି ଦିଆଯାଉଛି। ଅଲଗା ଅଲଗା ଅଏଲ ବି ୟୁଜ ହବ,
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ବହୁତ ଡିଫରେନ୍ସ ଅଛି।